What it do? It's your boy Kingm back again with another one. So today, I kind of got a little hot topic. Plus, yeah, that's hot topic. And today, this morning, I got a special guest who wanted to come on the show. So without further ado, I'm gonna let her slide on in here. Hey,
Hey guys.
hey, how you doing, Pumpkin?
Good.
Good. You feeling alright this morning?
Uh-huh.
That's what's up. She was like, babe, I'm bored. So I said, I'll let you get on the show with me today, this morning. She did an interview a while ago, a small one. How much of your story would you say you told us that day, Pumpkin?
2/4. Not even.
2/4?
Not even.
Yeah, 'cause 2/4, that's half of it.
1/4. Not even 1/4.
Not even 1/4?
Yeah.
So that's not even a quarter.
Mm-mm.
So you really didn't tell us much, huh?
Mm-mm.
Wow. Why you ain't really give us a lot? I forgot.
Because some of my life is tragic and I don't like talking about it that much.
Oh, okay. All right, well, we're going to work on that. So
I
that
keep
way.
stuff inside and I should let it out, but I keep it inside.
Yeah, she do.
That's my husband, ain't he cute?
Woman is something else. Yeah, though, babe. You got to focus. Pass me that book right there.
What's this for?
Nothing. Need that ain't nothing. So I got some hot topics right here that I had wrote down last night that I felt like I could speak on. It says most women would rather be alive and endangered than be alive and peace for all. Most women would rather be alive endangered than be alive and in peace, all for the attention and risk it all. So I wrote that because basically I watched a video and it was showing a bunch of like different females and wearing just outfits that's just like, too revealing or that could cause a peeping Tom or a Harry Jerry, one of them freakazoids to react crazy, maybe want to frisk you, touch you, do something and violate you. You feel me? And you don't want that, I know you want to look good, but you don't want that. My wife, she been through some shit before. I never been molested or none of that type shit. Like
I
that.
have.
Yeah, like she have, you feel me? Like, what you think about that, Pump? You think like females that wear like clothes that's like real revealing, do you think that they know that guys is gonna be trying to holler at them?
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
That's probably why they wear it.
You say you think that's probably why they wear it?
Mm-hmm.
So you think they get up and say, well, I'm gonna wear this so my butt can stick out so these guys can want to holler at me?
Because sometimes I put pants on, I put trying to stick out my butt.
For guys to holler at you?
Not that, you.
I know what you mean. I'm talking about before you met me. Like you would do that for guys to holler at you?
Yes.
So, I mean, did you feel like guys gonna holler at me and some freaky crazy guys might holler at me too?
Because I used to be a trick, and that's part of my story. I used to be a trick, because I'm an addict. Most girls was a trick to get what they needed because I was dope sick, and I was feeding for crack and shit. It's something I would never do again. But yes, I was a trick before, and I used to stick out my ass. I used to wear...
Used to do what up your ass?
Stick. Stick out my ass.
Oh, stick out your ass. Oh, okay. You mean poke your butt out?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, I ain't know what you said. I thought you said something else.
No.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, that's one of my secrets.
Yeah.
So don't tell nobody.
Well,
I know the whole world's saying it, but don't tell nobody. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, they can't talk back. Anybody, if you got any positive feedback for her, put it in the comments. I mean, if you've been through any type of, traumatic situation and you had a bad experience like that.
Yes, I've been human trafficked and molested twice. But yes, I was,
How you get in that position for that to happen to you?
because of drugs, alcohol.
What, you was on the block?
Mainly drugs, yes.
Wow. Doing something you ain't had no business doing?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll do it every time. If you could go back and change shit, would you do it or would you?
Yes, I would change it because, and then I would have been in the predicament to be molested. That too wasn't my fault. Human traffic, that was kind of my fault because I got involved in the drugs and I was at somebody's crib that I barely knew. So when I fell asleep, they tied me down on the bed and shit, and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's one of the ones cool. See how she frees up, y'all? She started to tell it, and then something clicked, and she just said, "I don't want to talk about it no more."
Because it brings back flashbacks.
I know, but the only way you're gonna get over it is you gotta talk about it.
And I have nightmares, anxiety attacks, panic attacks, seizures sometimes.
When you had a nightmare last night, was it
It was
fun that?
It was on my peoples that died.
It didn't have nothing to do with that shit though, right?
No, not that. Not this time anyway.
Yeah. So you got a lot of situations that's traumatic that trigger you to go through nightmares and stuff.
Yes.
To go use. What have you been doing to cope with it?
I've been going to classes, listening to my husband. I've been
going to class, taking good advice.
I've been taking notes. I've been actually focusing and wanting to do good in my life. And I actually want my life together. We just got our stuff yesterday.
The rest of it.
The rest of our stuff.
Yeah.
And the next thing is for me to call Social Security. And Social Security.
Social services.
Yeah, social services to find out about my brain.
Yeah, but a little
exercise
check.
check. It's not little, it's kind of some money because we can get a crib and shit.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot, but it's enough to get us where we need to go. God, thank God. Because one thing about us, we put him first. We already know none of this would be happening if it wasn't for him. We literally got split up for a whole month and bounced back.
Yeah.
If you can't see that scar, I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But back to that dressing and revealing and stuff, that's crazy. Like, if you could give a young girl advice, what would you tell her? That's right now.
Just like me, I'm 24. What would you tell me?
Huh?
I said I'm 24. What would you tell me? Because I'm kind of young.
Yeah, I could give you advice. I'm trying to ask you. Listen to me. Don't be a fool. Don't use drugs. Basic stuff. But I'm saying, you gotta tell me something that you would tell a young girl that's younger than you.
Me.
Yeah, that's not 20 yet. That's
okay.
17, about to be 18, and it's about to fail.
I would tell them not to do that because they'll mess up their life and actually end up in drugs and alcohol in their life, and they would get in the middle of probably human traffic or whatever you want to say. That's how I got human traffic, because of that.
Right.
Because I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be doing drugs, and I was high out of my mind and I fell asleep.
And see, when you fell asleep, what happened then?
I got tied down on the bed.
Oh, okay, that happened. Yeah, see, that's a whole nother story. Have you ever felt hopeless, like it was no getting better for you because of your mental health?
Yes, because I'm very low. I have very low self-esteem. I kind of like don't like myself in a way, but I do love myself in a way too at times. But yeah, because of my jealous problem, my trust issues, stuff from my past, I'm keep
Okay.
bringing it on with this one.
Yeah, she got some trauma from before, past relationships that still is affecting
Affected
her,
me.
and it's affecting our marriage. Um, if it was anything you could change about your mental health, what would it be, and why?
What I would change about my mental health is not being jealous and not being insecure, not be having trust problems, not um not doing the stuff I used to do.
All right, out of emotions and being angry.
Yes.
Cause when you get mad, you react off of spite, right?
Hmm.
And you do stuff
And
that
I
you can't
call
change.
people names I don't mean.
Yeah.
I fight. I
She
do the
just
most.
she reacts in a negative way. What do you think is the worst um mental health?
Anxiety and depression and anger.
Yeah, that's definitely probably the best. Worst. I mean, on a normal day, do you think people can tell you have mental health issues on a good day if everything going good?
Yes, by looking at me, telling in my eyes that I have pain.
You think they can still tell on a good day?
Probably.
Wow,
Because
that's
I have pain deep inside of me. Even if I smile, I'm still going through it in the inside.
yeah. That's why you gotta have somebody close with you, like me, that's gonna always,
I
keep your
tried to
back.
hang myself before my mom cut me down. Tried to hang myself in the jail. My roommate saw me, got me down.
Yeah,
Just tried to overdose so many times.
yeah. A few of us did
Just,
not.
I don't know.
Self-destruction. That's all that is. Self-destruction. It's what the devil wants. He wants you to destroy yourself and not die. He wants you to suffer. He don't want you to die. He wants you to suffer and be on his plane. Do you think a majority of people with mental health issues are successful? Yes or no?
Sometimes
Sometimes. That's a good answer. When did you find out and realize you had mental health issues?
when I was little,
You was little?
yeah, like a baby. Well, actually, I had it when I was a baby because my mom did drugs when I was in her stomach. And did drugs when I was 10 years old with her.
Right. 10 years old, what did you say?
Yes.
And she did drugs then?
Yes.
Wow, that is crazy.
And when I was in her stomach.
Oh yeah, that was like kind of what I went through.
That's why I came out a little different.
Right. And you still are beautiful and unique.
Thank you. I don't feel like it.
Well, that's all. You gonna work. You gonna work on it. What are your worries about drug use and using drugs?
Um, the consequences.
The consequences?
Yeah.
That's it?
Well, I'm not afraid to die, but I don't want to die. But I'm not
Okay.
afraid to die.
That's a good answer. That's a great answer, because I was thinking like, you ain't worried about dying, but you already said you're not afraid, but you don't want to. So that's kind of a worry, but it's not. You don't. It doesn't scare you, but you don't want to die like that.
No.
Got you. That's smart, because nobody want to die in addiction.
I want to die clean.
You're all right, clean and sober, and you are gonna die clean and sober. Tell me
Because
what
I
you.
tried to take my life so many times, and it didn't work out because of law.
Yeah. Tell me what you've noticed about your drug use. How has it changed over time? Besides getting worse, what you notice about it?
Holding the drugs, getting rest. Besides the getting rest,
Yeah,
I
like
noticed it's slowing me down.
slowing you down,
It's making me into a different person I don't want to be in.
losing weight.
Losing weight. chasing my next fix, keep chasing and chasing and chasing, being dope sick,
Yeah.
being methadone sick as well. Even though that's not a drug, that's like trying to get off the drugs, but you still be sick with it.
Yeah, it's a synthetic drug. It's just legal. Yeah. Yeah, methadone don't help much better, especially if you're trying to stop everything. That's just liquid dope. Um, what does your ideal, my bad. What things have you noticed that concern you that you think could be a problem or might become a problem?
Um, um,
Like just not doing the right thing and using and stuff.
yes.
What you see becoming an issue for you? Like maybe going to jail or
going to jail.
Yep.
Doing stuff I regret.
Right.
Doing
Possibly
stuff I feel
selling your
bad
body
about.
again.
Selling my body again and acting off an impulse, and then I feel bad about it, like what I did.
Yeah. That's a whole nother story. What have other people told you about your drug use?
That I need to stop. That I need to slow down, and I need to stop.
And get help and stuff?
Yes, that I need to get help. That I need to go to the that I need to go to rehab. All that.
What do you think other people are worried about in regards to your drug use?
They're worried about me dying.
Yeah, pretty much. Sound about right. Anybody that really care about you, that should be their main concern. You dying.
My mom wanted them.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that got me into it.
Wow. Your mother got you started using?
Yes.
I forgot you told me that. It's crazy how I forgot about that. Because, I do love your mother and all that, but you're my wife, not her. So, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't care who they are. If they are doing anything to compromise my family and our sobriety, then they gotta go. You feel me?
Man, this start my morning out great. I like being on here.
That's good. You wanna start doing this with me? Alright. So y'all I got a co-host right here. So y'all can look forward to seeing my other half now. What do you think? Damn. Alright, so this question gives people a summary of type of person you is. Do you say your cup is half full or half empty?
What do you mean by that?
Like, alright, like when I say is your cup half full or half empty, it's like, alright, like for me, I would say my cup is half full because in life right now I still got so much to do that I know for a fact I haven't seen it all.
Oh, yeah. 1/4, not 2/4.
Yeah, some people might say they cup is like J-Rock. He said his cup is, I think he said his cup was half empty because certain shit he lost, he never be able to get back again. Like all depends.
Same.
Like you still hella young, so I would think you would say your cup is half empty. But
yeah, I would say it's empty in a way because I lost a lot of stuff. I've been through too much to be 24. Almost 25, August 1st.
Right. So you would say your cup is kind of half empty?
Yes.
All right. Well, we're gonna work on getting that back full, cause we don't want to be half empty. Half empty.
But I'm motivated and I do the right thing.
Right.
So.
And that's what's gonna get you out that slum. Cause a half empty type of person is somebody who's they feel defeated, like they took an L already that they can't recuperate from. What makes you think that you might need to make a change in your drug use?
What do you think? What?
What do you think that you may need to make a change
In my drug use?
Yeah. Or about it?
Stop using.
What makes you think that?
Because I lose too much weight. I trick.
You chase it all day.
I chase, trick. Use people, fuck people over, steal, rob.
Do whatever it takes to get that next one.
Yes,
yeah.
what he said.
That's definitely dope family mentality. Living like no tomorrow. And living like that, you really living in danger because
Right,
somebody could come split your wig. You feel me, for doing that. We in Baltimore. People ain't playing.
Really.
You all right. Tell me what concerns you about your drug use and tell me what it has cost you. You kind of already said it, but run it back again for people that didn't catch it.
What cost my life and drug use?
Yeah, like what has it took from you? What does it cost you?
My items, my life,
Yeah.
my sobriety.
You said it cost you that one good man that you can't never get back, right?
Yes.
So it cost you a heartbreak.
Yes.
So yeah,
because I couldn't stop using. And he was a good man, but
and what happened?
I got another good man.
Right. Yeah. You already do. What would be the likely consequence if you continue to use drugs and alcohol, other than dying? What's some other shit?
Losing my stuff, losing weight.
Yeah.
Putting myself into predicaments that I don't want to be in.
Going to a psych ward.
Going to psych ward, jails, and death.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all stuff that we don't want to happen. All right. Let's see. What might be the negative consequences? And depending on how you answer this question, also depend on what type of person you is. People could, say what might be the negative consequence of you giving up drugs.
A negative because it keeps me calm, it keeps me relaxed, it keeps me mellow, and I just like drugs.
Wow.
But I don't like the consequences.
So, sound like it's a lot of negative things for you, in a way. But that's a double-edged sword because you want to try to see everything about drug use is negative because if you feel like it's positive things in it, that'll make you want to go back to it. Not saying you will, but that's just the way you gotta always be mindful and keep that in mind. Nothing's off the table with these drugs because they don't give a fuck. They're gonna do you in and do you dirty. Alright. Now next little set of questions. This is pretty much where you wanna be at today, what type tip you on so people will know how you is and what you like to be around. What is a goal you want to accomplish within the next year? 6 months to a year.
To have my own spot with him. To get a vehicle.
Within 6 months to a year?
Yes.
Alright.
And to get my life back in order. And get a job.
That's all reasonable stuff.
But under the table job. Because I get SSI and I don't want it to get cut off.
Right. If they find that out, they'll cut it off.
Yes. Actually I can work part-time. But I'm not trusting that either.
You could work part-time and they won't take it?
That's what they say.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
not
don't even
trusting
want
that either.
Yeah, you don't want to put nothing on them. Because once you sign on them papers, they got the right to legally look into that shit and see. So don't sign shit that got to do with anything with they talking about numbers.
And today I might be able to go to the bank and see what's up.
Yeah, we might be able to. So y'all keep us in y'all prayers on that note.
Pray. Say that. Pray.
Next one. What is a goal you had when you were younger?
A goal I had when I was younger?
Yeah.
I wanted to be mixed, but that wasn't my goal. My goal was actually to finish high school, which I dropped out because I was getting bullied to death.
Yeah. And they got a hotline number for bullying if you're getting bullied. 811. Call them. They will answer the phone anytime, any day. That goal you had is still achievable. Actually, we was working on her getting her GED a little while ago before we had a minor setback. Which thank God that we able to overcome that. So now we trying to get her back. You want to go back?
Yeah.
You want to finish it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she wants to finish it. So that's good.
And I got the number too, so I might call them today.
Yeah, she ain't just say, fuck it, I ain't doing it no more. It didn't work out.
Because I went to jail and I lost all choice.
To start over.
Had to start over, but I'm willing to start over, whatever it takes. I'm willing to do it.
And that's the mindset we got to have. Who do you admire and why?
You and my grandmother. because I love you and you are my main person that I look up to each day.
Thank
And I
you,
look
Pumpkin.
forward to each day. When I wake up, when I go to sleep, in the middle of the day. Same with my grandmother.
That's all right. And I love you back. Next joint. Besides
I know you
sobriety,
do, baby.
what was one of the greatest challenges you had to overcome?
Besides sobriety?
Yeah, besides getting clean.
Getting through the stuff that I dealt with when I was getting high to mellow myself out from it.
Wait, say that answer again.
To um to get through the traumatic stuff I've been through in my life. Technically.
So you saying the greatest challenge after you stopped using
And my
was
greatest challenge. To actually have you and start a life.
so the greatest
And to actually start getting on top of my stuff again, my life again.
what so I'm guessing you must be saying after you got out of jail or like after you every time we had to start over in a new program basically. How you able to bounce back from it?
How I was able to bounce back from it?
Yeah.
I haven't bounced back yet.
I mean not bounce back, but you ain't still
Well, I
out
said I
there.
have bounced back, but I'm not still out there. Like, I'm not keep chasing and chasing and chasing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you lapsed. You didn't relapse. Alright. Yeah, it's good answers, Pumpkin.
Thank
What
you.
does your ideal life look like?
My ideal life looks like
Don't give me 3 words in
a
your statement.
vehicle. I want a vehicle
Yeah.
because you can go to point A to B.
What kind of car you want?
I want.
Or do it don't matter.
It don't matter as long as it gets me to A to B.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Now we talking. We just grateful to have a vehicle, y'all. One thing about us, we don't want much. We just want our fair share and be able to be at peace and take care of our family. Alright, so finish your statement. You said a vehicle, what else?
A crib, which is a house.
Yeah.
Because I want my own roof so I don't have to keep getting kicked out and kicked out and kicked out.
Right, every time they get mad at you, they want to throw you under the bus and give you some bullshit ass reason why you gotta leave.
Yes. And in our own crib, we won't be able to leave because I'm gonna be paying the bills.
We won't. You mean we won't have to worry about leaving? Yeah, she right. Once we do that, we'll be alright. And real quick, before she answers another question, when I asked her something about your goals within the next year, I actually did that. And I want you to do that today when we had group. Get a sheet of paper and write at the top. And one whole year and put everything that you want to be,
Right.
you want to get done. See, I wrote mine right here. I want us to have our apartment. I want to have a vehicle. I want to go to college for what I want to do with. I want to veterinarian, work with animals. I need to get a surgery for my hip. I want to be clean still. I want my podcast and stuff to be up to par. I want my book to be published. I want to have another child on the way. All right here.
Me.
Yeah. I want to have a consistent income.
You
Inshallah.
got that.
And I want to take a trip to Mecca.
Mecca?
Yeah.
Let's
That's
go.
a country.
Let's go.
That's where Muslims go. That's where all Muslims supposed to go at. Once a year to pay homage to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam where he passed away at. They all go there and it's like a little house. They made it. It's where he died at, but they turned it to a shrine. And like when we pray facing that. So even though that's on the whole other side of the world, the angle that you're facing, if you was the beeline straight there, that would take you straight there. Yeah, so that's how that go. But I definitely want that. All right, got a few bonus questions for you. If you had one wish, what would it be?
One wish is
Yeah.
to get my own crib with him. To get a vehicle. To get a good life.
Right.
To get my life in order.
That's good stuff. This is a whole different type of set of joints. If you could pick one country to live in, which one would it be and why?
I was saying Texas when I was little, but I don't know about now.
Texas?
But that was when I was little, but I don't know about now.
Alright, yeah, that's a state, but I get you. Countries is like Africa, Asia,
yeah.
Jamaica.
I don't know.
I figured that.
I can't say that.
Right, it's all good. Dang. What do you do to treat them, cope and deal with, you know what I'm saying, your mental health issues and just...
I'm irate. I listen to
going through
music.
shit?
I listen to music. I talk to him, but sometimes he don't want to talk to me, so I just write in my book and stuff. It's true.
I hear you. Alright, what are your thoughts about the court systems in the Maryland judicial system?
Fuck jail.
I knew she was going to say that. And saying,
For real though.
I feel you. If there was one law you could change, what would it be?
One law?
Yeah.
Nobody gets arrested.
That's why I love my baby. She said nobody get arrested.
Nobody.
We would have martial law this motherfucker.
Besides with people molesting people.
Right.
Or people, yeah, that's all. And people beating up babies and animals.
That's what it is. That makes a lot of sense, because them people, they just the scums of the earth.
Yes, that's the only people I'm willing to let go to jail. But y'all cool. Y'all don't need to go.
Alright. So, that was them. Alright, so my thing now, we're going to talk about some other stuff like couples that talk about, they put their business out there when they about to break up or they not together or they about to get divorced.
Yeah, that's petty shit.
When they air it out on social media, don't you think that's like childish?
Yes, it's very childish.
Yeah, that's crazy. Whoever do that, you definitely gotta grow up, because if y'all get back together and everybody gonna have that look at y'all like, damn, they ain't meant for each other. They cool now. The next minute they gonna be.
Maybe it's almost 9 o'clock. We're not going to the food pantry today.
Yeah, probably not. You.
I love y'all. Till the next one. I'll see you again.
Ready?
Hello.
Yeah, here we come. Yeah, y'all know, like, comment, subscribe, share. Until the next time, we out.